This video interviews some of today's relevant designers within our fashion, interior, visual arts, and graphic design industries. I've decided to explore the subject of trends and tried to understand what the relevance of trends are in today's society, as well as how they might affect modern consumerism. What does the word trend mean to you?
Well, trend for me is kind of a bit like habit, normally to do with hierarchy, so people who are trendy are normally popular and other people imitate or mimic their appearance or their comportment to conform to that group.
Trends, something that everybody is talking about.
To me, trends relates to something that is very of the now, something that everybody seems to be talking about from a functional perspective, the way people live or how they're changing the human behaviour.
I reckon trend is just a big category under heaps of different subcategories of personality.
Do you feel that you follow certain trends? If so, why?
It's that sort of hypocrisy of hipster. You're not trying to follow a trend, but you accidentally do, so that's what my always way of thinking is. I wear what I want to wear.
I don't explicitly try to, but if I have to actually do a study of my behaviour, I think we all do, to be honest. People can say they don't follow trends, but if you don't have a green plant in your house at the moment, it's rare. That in itself is a trend.
I tend to go along with it, or I don't know, I'm the type of person that does it when it's kind of died down a bit, because when everyone's wearing it, everyone just looks the same.
Yes, again, you're placed within a cage.
Do you feel that trends affect your purchasing choices?
With where we're at in a contemporary framework, it's unavoidable.
Not really. I just buy what I like.
Definitely. Definitely.
Do you feel that trends have or might affect the way that you design or create?
It's almost impossible not to, even if you're not aware or unconsciously, you're picking up.
Yes, I don't think you can avoid it. But having said that, when I do sit down and design, more often than not, I am inspired by something, and that could be trend related.
Definitely. Definitely, because it's always, even though myself, I don't necessarily buy it at the time that it is a trend, I believe me as a designer, a lot of clothes are influenced by trends.
What does the word timeless mean to you?
Doesn't age. It will always have its meaning from the start it was created to forever until it's destroyed.
Timeless is almost an impossibility, but it can be and has been done. Timeless is that which survives. So if we're talking about a stable trend, that means that evolution in effect is not taking place in that way. So the only true trend which is stable is the trend of instability.
I think it stems from a variety of different factors. So timeless doesn't necessarily mean beautiful, in my opinion. There are various historical movements in terms of design that are timeless and have a place, not only in a contemporary framework. I don't just stem on history, but they have a sense of importance and a resonance and a story behind them. I think maybe that's what I see as timeless. It keeps coming back.
And now to turn to one of Australia's biggest design firms, I've interviewed Diana Biskema from Rothy Lohmann in order to understand how large-scale interior design can impact trends, or more so, how trends might impact large-scale design. Do you consider trends important through the conceptual phase of your projects?
Clients are always asking what's trendy at the moment, so I think a reference to a certain trend is highly valuable when beginning conceptual work. However, as designers, we should be looking beyond trends and really developing a design or concept that is quite unique to every project.
Do you think applying trends to your design process aids in sales outcomes?
To a certain extent it does, and this is mainly to assist a client in understanding the thought process behind a concept, design which can make the wholesale of a design a little easier. But in the end, it really comes down to the designer and how they can piece together parts of different trends to merge into something different and suitable for that particular project.
What do you think is the relevance of trends in today's design industry?
I guess the relevance of trends worldwide is to really show off the amazing products that are available to designers and how flexible they can be. A trend is what we make of it and how we interpret it.
What do you think might be influential for consumers in what they might consider a trendy item versus what they might consider a timeless item?
Colour. Colour is a big one. If a colour palette for an interior is neutral based, tonal, I find the client is a lot more confident and comfortable in this, as they straight away believe it won't outdate and is safe. When it comes to introducing colour, they tend to get a little nervous and start questioning, is this colour in? Will it be around for a while? And this could be colour in furnishings, sanitary ware, metals, basically any finish.
To conclude this video, we can see how trends have impacted the professional design world, but more so how the two sectors tend to bounce off one another for ideas and inspiration. Often designers and individuals want to turn away from trends and ensure they create something new and original, yet they are relying on trends to design a product, item, or outcome that they know will sell or appeal to their audience. On a larger scale than just design, we can see that trends have a consistent impact on human life, and that patterns within our behaviour and our choices can be reflected throughout history. It is most interesting to see that many individuals feel hesitant and sometimes even ashamed of following trends, be it in their home styling, fashion choices, or even their daily purchases. It might be important for designers to question whether trends are impacting on the integrity of their design. If consumers in the general market trend are influencing the design itself, it could be difficult to ensure authentic design and original ideas. Thank you to the designers listed to answering my questions, to Rothy Lohmans Diana Biskima for her fantastic insight, and to John Evram for reading out the answers.